Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Ed Talks. I'm with my friend Mark Aglin. Mark, welcome to Ed Talks.
Thank you. It's so great to be with you here.
No, I was so excited because Mark, I am ahead of you in years, but I still grew up on you. Like all the content that you produce and your companies have led, so beneficial to my career, so helpful. So I was like, wow, I get a chance to talk to Mark and kind of reverse roles because you're usually, the one out there producing all this stuff for all of us to learn from. And so it's kind of fun to do this. So I'm really looking forward to chatting with you a little bit about your career. So let's start there. Tell us about your career. How'd you get into what you got into? And we'll talk about where you're headed.
Well, I've actually been in healthcare journalism for 36 years now,
Dang.
beginning at a time when I had hair on the top of my head. Yes. And I've evolved through a number of different positions, a lot of different staff positions. I freelanced for a number of years. I spent 25 years involved with the publication Healthcare Innovation, formerly Healthcare Informatics. I am now on my own and I'm pursuing new opportunities and new adventures. But what's been wonderful, the consistent thread running through all this has been, honestly, I say this sincerely, my love for healthcare. It's an industry that I came to or that I was brought into, but I have a deep passion for everything that everyone in healthcare is doing to improve the lives of people in this country and around the world through better health systems, better healthcare management, better everything. That's what's driven me.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. No, and I can tell. I think everyone who knows you in the industry knows your heart, and that's what makes you such a good person. And just being so passionate about everything that you're doing. Wow, so 36 years. I didn't realize it would have been that long. I would have never guessed. Tell us about some of the shifts that you've seen, whether it's technology or leadership. Like what have you seen change over the time?
What's everything, Ed? And obviously, I promise I won't go on for 3 hours. I'll do two quick hits here. One is policy, the other is technology. And I think they're working together to create fundamental change. On the policy front, I've been noting that every year the CMS actuaries project total U.S. healthcare expenditures for the next several years. We are going from the current $5.8 trillion in healthcare spending a year, which is already mind blowing, to 8.5 trillion by 2030, which is completely mind blowing. And that is focusing everyone's minds. It's a burning platform for change because, we've got an aging of the population. That's something we can't control. We've got an explosion in chronic illness, and we can only control that to a certain extent, but we can do things about that. And those are driving tremendous costs. And the only way that we can bend this cost curve is for the whole of healthcare to focus on core care delivery, care management, operational issues. So that's one thing, just driving total change. And it goes hand in hand with technology. As you know, the information technology is improving dramatically now. Things that you and I, when we were younger, you're still young, but when I was younger, things that we couldn't have imagined are reality now. And I could talk a lot about AI, but what I will say is all forms of analytics, data analytics, are going to push us ahead, and we need that. So those are the two biggest trends, the two biggest elements that are going to revolutionize healthcare.
Yeah, spot on. And Mark, you're also seeing a lot of leaders over the years and you've helped develop them, like myself. What are you seeing today? Like if we're talking to mid career individuals, so not someone towards the end of their CIO career, but maybe someone in the middle, what would be your advice? Like what are you seeing and will help make them successful in this new world that you just described?
Yeah. I want to reference that I've been in ongoing conversations with a wonderful colleague whom I think you know, Pam Marlato of Maestro Strategies. She's a true visionary, as you are. And we've been talking for years now. We wrote a piece 4 years ago about the shift from 1.0 healthcare to 4.0 healthcare, the very traditional form of healthcare management to the healthcare management of the future. And here's the key point for CIOs, CMIOs, all leaders in health IT. The CIOs and CMIOs 1.0 of years ago will not be able to make the grade into the future. What we are going to need as a healthcare system is leaders who are visionaries, but with their feet on the ground, not just people spinning castles in the air, but who understand the technology that will be table stakes, that'll be entry, but who can also tie what they're seeing in the technology world to where the healthcare system is evolving, skate to where the puck is headed, as Wayne Gretzky said. And those are the health IT leaders who will triumph and who will be the true visionaries and leaders in the industry going forward, because they will be able to sit in meetings with their C-suite colleagues and not just say, well, we could buy this system or this solution, right? But this is what our health system needs to thrive in the next 10 years. Those are the people who will prosper.
Yeah. No, I love that. Very sage advice. So, Mark, as we talked about earlier, you sort of transitioned yourself in terms of your career. How do people get a hold of you? And what sort of things can you help them with?
Well, I am known as a journalist, obviously, a writer, a communications leader, and a public speaker. And I'm open to being approached. Right now, I'm kind of experimenting with different platforms where I'm sharing content. So, really, the best thing to do would be to reach me at my email, Mark Hagland, MarkHagland, at protonmail, protonmail.com. And I welcome all approaches, and I know that you know everyone. And so I'm thinking, people will reach out.
Yeah, we'll definitely put the email also in the show notes and also your LinkedIn profile. Yeah, you're a great speaker. I've heard you speak numerous times. You're a great communicator in general, obviously an amazing writer. So many different ways that people can engage with you and learn from all of your experience. Again, not just like the traditional type of experience, but you're also always on the leading edge because of everything that you see. So, Mark, thank you so much for what you do in the industry. Thank you for being my guest on Ed Talks.
Thank you so much, Ed. Really appreciate it.